As we wait for the highlights, our sign language interpreter tonight is Marisha Owiti. Let's take a look at the top story for us tonight. And we begin with a story from right here in Nairobi. In less than 2 weeks, President Uhuru Kenyatta has gone public 3 times, declaring himself as fully in charge of the country's affairs and should not be mistaken as lame duck. Now, could it be that he is increasingly feeling the heat from his deputy, whom they have fallen out with, or what could be the reason behind the latest outbursts? Duncan Haemba engaged a communications expert and filed the following report.
For a third time in less than a fortnight, President Uhuru Kenyatta has come out reminding all and sundry that he is on top of things, after initially stating the same in Mululu, Vihiga County, and recently when addressing his backyard in the native Kikuyu language.
Unajua wengine wanaangalia, wengine wanasema huyu anaenda. Atafanya nini? Niwakumbushe hata kama anaenda bado wako na siku kadhaa ya kuguruma kama simba. Bado kuna siku imebaki. Kwa hivyo msione kuna uwanja ambaye ni vacant. There is no vacancy.
According to communication expert Mark Bichachi, President Kenyatta's move is tactical.
The president has come out in January of 2021, and this is a critical time because he requires for his lame duck status to be as late as possible. In fact, he feels he should be lame duck on August 9th when we know who the next president is, 2022.
He suggests that his legacy could be pushing him to take such bold steps to assert his authority, lest his influence wanes fast.
The BBI is a political agenda, and therefore if he's a political lame duck in going into the BBI, then he can't deliver the BBI. He still needs to be popular. He still needs to be able to convince his people in the country to be able to vote for him. So that's what he is speaking about. And it's his way of saying also that something is coming.
Nonetheless, there are those who feel the president has engaged a low gear that saw Kotu Secretary Francis Atwoli and Kakamega Senator Cleophas Malala call him out.
Musione simba amenyeshewa, mufikirie ni paka.
That is where this conversation is going. It is not going where you are telling us that we are dividing the people. Let me tell them, it is them who want to divide the people along tribal lines. We want a united, inclusive society.
The president, who is Uhuru, seems to be very calculated and slow to act. Look at even the actions of removing Murkomen as leader of majority and Duale and things like that.
The president and his deputy continue reading from different scripts as their joint public appearances continue shrinking by day, perhaps a confirmation of things fallen apart already. For now, it is a wait and see for perhaps the final nail that will bring to an end their political relationship.
Who should condescend to who? Who should submit to the other? Whose vision should carry the day? If the two don't agree, then which of them should say, listen, it is your turn to lead, and therefore let us do what you have seen as a vision for the country? Who is to condescend to who? In other words, what I'm asking simply, who is the other's deputy?
Duncan Haemba, KTN News.
Of course, that story forms a big substance of our discussion tonight, and my guests are already in studio. We'll be speaking to them on that particular topic. We'll be looking at President Uhuru Kenyatta, if he's in charge, and why he's making those statements. But let's move on to President Uhuru Kenyatta's brother. ODM leader Raila Odinga has kick-started his tour of central Kenya with a visit to Githurai and other neighborhoods along the Thika Superhighway. Now, Odinga's trip comes a day after the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission approved the Building Bridges signatures, signaling the introduction of BBI to the county assemblies. Now, Odinga's tour is regarded as an attempt not only to popularize